Hello everyone, in this lecture we are going to study about JavaScript variable. So in JavaScript, a variable is a named storage location for a value. You can think of a variable as a container that holds a value. Variables are used to store data values like a string of text, numbers, and more complex data type like array and objects. There are different ways to declare and use variables in JavaScript. The first one and the oldest one to declare a variable in JavaScript is var keyword. When you declare a variable using var, the variable is either locally scoped to the current function or it is globally scoped if it is declared outside a function. Let's see the example in our demo project how we can create a variable using var keyword. Here I am inside Visual Studio Code editor and now I will try to create a variable using var keyword. We have not assigned anything to this a variable. So if I try to log it in console, a, it will come undefined. Let's run it and we got the undefined. So if no value is assigned to a variable, it will have undefined. Okay, and if I assign some value to it, is equal to JS semicolon, and if I run it, we got the output JS. We can do this declaration and assignment in a single line also, in the same line equal to JS. This is also fine. We got the JS output. Also, we can reassign a value to this variable. If I say a is equal to 10, let's run it. We got the latest assigned value. Okay, so we can reassign a value to the variable created using var keyword. Now let me try to create declaration and initialization of the same variable again. This is also allowed. If I run it, we got the JavaScript. We have also studied that variable created using var keyword are function scoped. What it means? So let me create a function, and I have created a function print and have name parameter inside it, and let create another variable where b is equal to function scoped, and let's print it. B, and call this function print. Let me try to pass some name to it, and if I run it now, I got the output of B, that is function scope, which is a string text. So we got the output. But what if I try to access this variable B outside my function? So let me console dot log outside my function B, and if I run it, we got an error. B is not defined. So that means the variable created using var keyword are function scoped. So if a variable is created inside a function, the scope of that variable is inside the function itself, not outside that function. So if you try to access that variable outside that function, it will throw an error that is not defined. And we have also learned that variable created using var keyword have global scope. What does that mean? So for example, if I have created this variable a which is outside the function, so now this a variable will have global scope and you can access it anywhere in the program. So if I try to log my variable a here, I got the output js, and if I try to log it inside the function also, I will get my output. See, I got the output. So when I try to access this variable on line number 3, I got my output, and if I try to access this inside my function also, I got the output. So global variable can be accessed anywhere in the program, outside the function also and inside the function also. And if a variable is created inside a function, the scope of that variable is inside the function only, not outside that function. So that is the variable created using var keyword are function scoped or globally scoped. So now let's understand what a scope means. So scope tells us where you can access a variable or function, where you can access a variable or function. So if I try to log this variable b here, console.log b, what it will print? Will it print undefined, or it will give reference error, not defined? What it will print? To answer this, you should understand the scope in detail and how a JavaScript program run. So let's first run it and see what it prints. So here we got the uncaught reference error, b is not defined. To understand this, why b is not defined outside this function, we need to understand how a JavaScript program is executed. So let me tell you the steps how a program is executed. So the first step is whenever a JavaScript program is executed, a global execution context is created. Context is created. Okay, and what this global execution context have? It assign value to global variable and function. Global variables and function. So when we run this program, a global execution context will be created and it will try to assign values to global variable and function. So in this case, it will assign a as undefined and it will store this function print as it is. Okay, so this is the first step. Like Before even before even running the first line of this code, a global execution context is created and it will assign values to global variable and function. In this case, a will be assigned to undefined and this function print will be as it is stored in the global execution context memory. So the second step is when a function is called, another execution context is created for function. Okay, so function called, another execution context is created. It will also try to assign values to function, variable, and if any function inside the function. So in this case, there is a variable. So when this function print will be called, b will be created into memory and that will assign to undefined. So this is the second stage. And the third and very important step to understand how scope work is when this execution context is created, a lexical environment is associated with it that contains the variable that are defined within the function. So let me write it. When the execution context is created, a lexical environment is also created with it. Okay, that contains the variables defined within the function. So with the help of this lexical environment, JavaScript program decide whether it will be able to access a particular variable or function or not. So let me tell you what a lexical environment is. So lexical environment is nothing but it's a combination of local memory where our function and variable are defined, plus along with lexical environment of its parent. Okay, so let's understand this with the help of this example. So now I have opened my DevTools and I will go to source. I will go to source and I will put my debug point here. Okay, and let's run it. So here you can see, there is a call stack. Okay, so before running the first line of the JavaScript program, a call stack is created. Okay, and this call stack contains a global execution context that names as anonymous. So here we can see this global execution context is created before even running the first code of line. Okay, so if I click on this and I will go to this global, here I can see a is assigned to undefined. So a is assigned to undefined as we have discussed. And if I scroll down, we should have our print function also, which contains exactly the function code. Print. See, we have the function also. right? Print. So in first step, before even running first line of JavaScript program, a global execution context is created and memory is assigned to global variable and function. So here A is our global variable, so it is assigned undefined, and a memory is assigned to our function also. Okay, so let's press F10 and go to the next line. So when this first line is executed, so what this first line is telling, variable a is equal to js, so it will replace the undefined a special placeholder with the value of js. In our global execution context memory, a is assigned with js, and if I run this second line console.log a, it will print js. Let's press F10, go to next line. Okay, and if I go to this console at this stage, JS is print. So when we go to next step, press F10, we are inside our function line number 5. So still 5 number line is not executed yet. Debugger is attached to it. So here in our call stack, another execution environment is created with the function name, that is print. Here you can see print. Okay, and in this print you can see separate, there is a local scope, right? And in this local scope we have a variable b that is assigned undefined. Okay, so here you can see in step number 2, this b equal to undefined is assigned. Okay, and it also have access to this global execution context. Okay, so when I assign b, when this line number 5 is executed, b will be assigned a value that is function scoped. So it will be assigned a string function scoped. And see here this name parameter, so the parameter of the function is also assigned into local memory with the value of JavaScript. And if I console.log a here, first it will try to find this variable a inside the function local scope. But as you can see here, a is not present. So if it does not find the variable a in function print local scope, it will search the global scope of global execution context, and here we have variable a assigned a value js. Okay, and if I press F10 and go to console, here we can see js, another js is print. So the value of a is printed here, js. Okay, now we have discussed in this third point, when the execution context is created, a lexical environment is also created. So we have already understood what a lexical environment is. Lexical environment is local memory plus lexical environment of its parent. So when this function print is defined, okay, at the time of defining function print, a lexical environment is created which contains the memory part of it. That means in that memory part b is defined. Okay, and it also have reference to parent lexical environment, that is global execution context lexical environment. Okay, so that's how, if it does not find a variable inside the local memory of its own local scope, it will look into the parent lexical environment local memory. So that's how it works. Let me run this program. Now you can see why this b is not defined. So here, if I go to console, I can see js two times it's printed. That means this variable a value is taken from global execution context lexical environment. If I press F10 now, see the call stack, okay? And now it goes to line number 9. Still, this line is not executed yet. And see, our function lexical scope is decomposed. We do not have access to now B. It is totally destroyed. And if you will try to console.log B, it will throw an error and say B is not defined. So after a function is executed, its execution context is destroyed and removed from this call stack. So only global execution context is there, and here we have only A. Now that variable B is not there, that's why we got a reference error. And if I go to next line, if I run this program, this global execution context is also destroyed in the last. So here you can see our call stack got empty and our program got run and we got the output JSJS and the error. So now you have understood how global execution context is created and how a function execution context is created when a function is called. What a lexical environment is? It's the combination of local memory plus lexical environments of its parent. Hope in this lecture you have understood how to declare a variable using var keyword, what is the meaning of scope, what global execution context is, how function execution context is created, and what lexical environment is, and how a JavaScript program is executed line by line. See you in next lecture. There will be discuss about another way of creating a variable, that is using let keyword and const keyword.